just got back from that Valentine's party. The Beyonce impersonator, she was really good. And yeah, there was just a lot of chaos as usual. It's so weird going from this kind of like isolated room to a party, because suddenly then people exist. What I can't explain it any other way. But I was on the walk, I think playing the 60s Doctor Who to try and get it in my subconscious is working, because in the gym it played a bit of like black and white, same like aspect ratio, that square kind of format. Something's going on here. I had a bit of a small moment. I think it was an ambulance going past me and I just kind of embraced it. Like, whatever, if it destroys my ears, fine. It stopped right before it got to me. Just woke up and I think I'm gonna record for like 5 minutes. I've the toasties on, so I kind of have to time this. I don't know if I've already said it, but I just don't feel like dating. I mean, I'm 28, never dated, and I came out fine. It just seems so complicated, and just, I said like in the last video maybe, like dating's a scam. It's like a lot of people just use people to try and fill this void that they don't realise they can fill themselves. People rely on people to spend money on them and just make them feel like an absolute god. But people go into relationships with the absolute worst insecurities and worst mindset. I don't think gifts are a good idea in a relationship. Honestly, I don't care that if I met the woman of my dreams and, you know, she had to buy me stuff. Like, even on my birthday, I just want money. And, you know, I earn money from the most random places. So, you know, I'm just willing to buy my own stuff. I'm not going to leave the relationship because my woman didn't spend money on me. You know, who cares? I love myself so much. What is the point of me relying on some other person to do it for me? Like, I just genuinely don't see. I don't even want kids either. It just seems like such a complicated life. And I feel like a lot of people have this insecurity where all the other people around them are married, having kids and stuff, so I must do it too. It's like peer pressure. Me, with the law of assumption, I'm aware that everything happening around me is literally just a reflection of what's within. Therefore, if people are like, people don't tell me to get a girlfriend. People don't tell me to raise children. It's just because, you know, I've gotten control of my emotions now. When you think about it, there are so many things pushed in society where just existing isn't enough. You have to apparently give back to the community and just go, you have to find someone, you have to have children. I don't know why people can't just sit down, watch TV shows and stuff, and just enjoy their life for the rest of their life. I know there's so many people who do it, but I feel like inside they're suffering. They owe nothing to us. I owe nothing to you. I just lost a ton of subscribers there, but, you know, no, I'm joking. But I only do YouTube as a way of giving myself all these windows to look back on my life and go, oh, I remember when that happened, that's awesome. Yeah, currently it's Valentine's Day. I've never had a Valentine and I'm happy because, you know, I've seen through it's not exactly lies. The point is your life is currently so much better than you realise. Society tries to push you to be like everyone else when you were born to stand out. I'm 28, never dated. So what? You know, I'm happy watching TV shows, doing YouTube, going to the gym, partying with stage every now and then, working on plays, doing performances around the UK, you know. And if no one turns up and has a chat with me, no one provides me any opportunities to really improve my life, what's the point? What's the point in losing so much energy to that? I've moved into probably one of the best houses you could ever create. I know a lot of people would be so happy to live in a house like this, but they haven't got the opportunity. I mean, for a good 20 years, I didn't have the opportunity, but here we are. Could I have gotten it a bit sooner if I had just worked on myself a little earlier? Probably. I don't know. Maybe I would be living in a different house. I do keep saying that dating is a scam, but it's not necessarily all the time. It's just that so much chaos has happened because of dating apps and stuff. Although it sounds like we have it so much better than previously, dating apps and even just being able to connect with people across the world on the internet, it's unfortunately kind of poisoned the waters when it comes to dating, where you can literally just, you don't even need to show your face. You just meet people in text form, and that gives people the opportunity, unfortunately, to manipulate people and lie. And people can do this kind of thing without feeling bad because no consequences, you can't catch me. And this is the thing with abundance too. People don't really have consequences, and people have way too many options. I know with the law of assumption, the idea is to detach, but empathy is important in a relationship. And if you're mistreating the other person, not caring what they want and stuff, I know I said stuff like, you shouldn't have to buy gifts and you shouldn't have to please them all of the time. But, I feel honesty in a relationship is vital. And I don't care if we lose the woman because we were honest instead of keeping up that mystery and being a manipulator, making her think we are more than we are. I feel we just end up attracting people who are insecure at that point. If you want a strong relationship, you have to realise that you are attracting outside of you what is within you. You attract yourself. So if you go into a relationship with insecurities, that person will have the same insecurities. Basically, I feel the best time to get in a relationship is when you are living your life so good, realising that being single is actually so much better than being in a relationship. And then you attract some really good quality people. I'd be happy to spend the rest of my life as a single man. I don't care what society is trying to push here. Oh, Aidan Gray failed because he didn't meet the woman of his dreams. Who says some other person has to decide how valuable I am? But for some reason, society has pushed this narrative where, if you are lazy and decide to focus on yourself only, then you're a bad person and should feel bad. I do think it's because as children, the subconscious is open, and doesn't matter if you're told lies, the subconscious literally embraces it. And later on, when we become adults, or maybe before that, it becomes closed off and we develop the conscious mind. So the only way you can really reprogram your brain is right before you sleep. So you just tell yourself all these affirmations of the actual truth. And with consistency, you can actually reprogram your brain. This is how I'm able to just go, single life, heck yeah. And me being single used to bother me so much. But in actual reality, my reality currently is so much better than I could have ever imagined. So, screw it. If I end up becoming like a 90-year-old man who's never dated anyone, then come at me. Anyways, if you got this far, put wipe in the comments. I love that pun, I'll wipe you from existence. If you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.